All right, how you guys doing? This is Cosmic Boogeyman coming at you guys with a timeline read. So, if you don't know, I'm also an Aquarius, so I love doing the Aquarius timeline reads for you guys. I typically am here at least once a week doing these. I don't like to do more than that. I find it's overplayed, overdone, and it's just I don't do this for money. I'll be honest. This is just me doing it for fun and to enjoy the universe's messages back. Um, So I don't charge for tarot. That's the other thing. I'm just doing this basically to find out what the universe has to tell me, like for real. And you're just along for the ride. I enjoy you guys. If you want to subscribe, please do. Comment. Let me know what I could do to help you guys understand messages better. What I could do to change it up. Um, what else could I do for you? So I'm going to tell you. I'm going to have this 21 card base read. I came up with my guides, my best friend, like before kindergarten best friend. Him and I actually were talking a couple years back, and he's like really gonna, because I just read intuitively. Like I could read cards from like this angle to this angle, and I would read like I have this dining room table, like 10 chairs deep dining room table, and I could use the entire table. And it was like really hard for people to go like, what the hell are you telling me? So I basically came up with a timeline read for people to follow along. Just like if I picked up a book, you and I would both know, unless we're talking about, say, something in Arabic, right? But if I picked up a book and we'd say the first would immediately our eyes would go to the top left page, knowing that's the first letter, first word, and we'd read down. Anyway, so as I read my tarot here, I kind of give you guys a heads up to what I get. Like I don't know either. I'm not like trying to manipulate cards. I'm just telling you what I receive. Sometimes I'm like, I have no fucking idea what the hell they're telling me. And I'm just honest with you. Sometimes people don't like the messages, and I'm like, I have to agree with you. This message sucks. All right. But catch me on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. All right. Here we go. Usually for timeline reads, I like to start with ground zero because it's like kind of like the outcome. And people, I don't like to waste your time. This might not be for you. So the title and this first card usually gives people a heads up, and this might not be in your timeline, and that's okay. So like this one coming out is about getting over heartbreak, and you might be like, you know what? I've been married for 35 years. I'm not looking for someone. This obviously is not for you. But I would say hang in there for the first couple cards because it might be like getting over heartbreak of a fucking not losing $1 billion or money. Like we could have heartbreak over a lot of things, but I'm not saying hang in there for just that. Let's just see here. So, but that's getting over heartbreak. It's pretty obvious, right? So anyone that's kind of tuning in here, hanging in. But yeah, this is about being the one. So I would tell you, if you're watching this, I'm not doing this for the views. I'm going to be very honest with you, but this is about an emotional relationship, no doubt. Okay, so this is about getting over emotional relationship. Divine communication. This is about becoming divinely connected to a new partner, long term. The one. This is you kind of having your cake and eating it too, Aquarius. That's exactly what this is. I like this. This is a very good read. I mean, obviously, I'm with you, but in Aquarius, we're eccentric. We'll say it, but it's not even about us taking action, which is so weird. It's just about us just hanging back and not taking action. Bossing up, even. I love the Emperor. I love the Emperor. So this could be the Emperor coming in, but more likely I feel like it's you going into Emperor Empress mode, which is really, really fun. Um, it's your entering your own season. I think like in the next 10 to 20 years, this is happening. It's not about a brand new start, it's about a brand new mentality. So don't think about a small victory. It's this heartbreak that you had 2 or 3 years ago has set you into motion to gain long-term victory. How do they say? What's the saying? It's not about the battle, it's about the war. Is that the saying? I think it is. Look at, see, cards are jumping out. They're just jumping. I know you can't see it. I gotta fix this camera so you guys can see it. But these two cards just flew out. So what ends up coming out of here is no more secrets, and there's a Scorpio coming in. or that could be the death card. But I'm telling you, that's probably a Scorpio. The way that is writing is like I'm a very honest Scorpio. They're very slow moving. Like, oh my God, this is like because that's riding atop. That's riding atop of that. That's a slow moving Scorpio. Something about divine love or divine offer. The 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 how do I say this? The typical read for an Ace of Cups, but we're starting to hit this conduit, the center line. This is the universe saying, hey, at the final outcome, that's what ends up coming out. But you have this Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups being a new relationship proposal, but it's not quite there. This Scorpio is making no movement. At the end of the road, they're there. There's an unfortunateness to this. There's an unhappiness. There's an unluckiness. There's a I can't do this. I'm not good enough. It's like a gamble, and they're afraid to do it. I would say there's three people that's play a part here, and in my reads, personal reads for an Aquarius, I'll bring you in. I'll bring you in. Thumbs up to like. You're in. We're in. Fist bump, hand bump. But you can see here you have like this emperor. That emperor is the same one, the white-haired devil. Look at him. So they're there, right? Um, but it's three people, two dogs, so that's significant. It's not about them taking action. There's no swords here. It's not about being like the dickhead, the asshole. It's not about being the vicious one. It's about being the one who has the most knowledge. Saying, no, no, I already know. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. I got you. I just stop. I got you. Brand new start coming in. This is a controlled start. This is a new opportunity. It's a brand new start. So when you're looking at the three of wands, that's like expansion, travel, new opportunities, like I said. But three is March. That's 2003 to 2023, 3 years ago. But like I said, the three is prominent in here, so that's playing a very, very, very important role. Strength here. I think we gained some strength, possibly. Someone's gained some strength by being in this. As we're hitting this 3D perspective, this is how you are seeing things, Aquarius. Maybe this is not about lust. Maybe this is about greed, or maybe this isn't. But we're going to find out really quickly because this past person, the one you got over, maybe there was a secondary person. Maybe this is the person. Maybe there's a Scorpio. This is the person that's coming back in. There's a small possibility, but there's a lust or a passion that's in there. There's a connection that they're feeling for you. There is this desire, I'd say almost, but they're not talking about it. But when we're talking about the devil, we're talking about the greed, addiction, materialism, obsession, sexual lust, but it's in reverse. And these are in reverse for me. So I'd be careful to see. But when we have the devil in, we have death. I'm glad to see that in reverse. But we definitely have some kind of emotional spell from you, or something's going on with you. This is 3D. That you're feeling this. This is something that's happening with you. You're going like something's going nowhere fast, and this could be affecting your emotions. There's that Lover's card. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Maybe love came out of nowhere. This could be a Gemini even, but love is in alignment with your wheel of fortune. I think you're not even aware of the love that's actually happening because there's a long-term commitment, there's community. Something's happening within the space, your center line. Because if I have not talked about this before with you, this wheel is always spinning, is always turning. So even if it's upside down now, and maybe you're not feeling the best, maybe you're not feeling great, even though love's pouring in, you're having all this communication happening. Because I see this communication here. There's a message coming in from here. I feel as though you're getting what you want, and there's no secrets. And there's love being poured into you. Maybe what's going on? Maybe you're not feeling complete, or you're feeling drained even. Um, I would have to see that with the King of Wands, but I don't see that quite yet here. Let's keep going. Up, there's the other message. So you must be getting a lot of messages. A lot of messages. Must be making you feel really good. Potential brand new starts, but not really. Not really making you feel amazing. Possibilities. These are kind of like false starts, even, if that makes sense. There's that King of Wands. I knew you were going to pop here. So you're definitely feeling drained. Maybe from your emotional perspective, you could a lot of naps going in, going out. But you're definitely feeling drained. Uh, That I could feel. It's in here. There's nothing sneaky going on. Uh, what's this medical? It's almost like things have turned upside down for you temporarily. Let me keep pulling here for you, Aquarius, because it's like there's definitely a misalignment. Maybe you're blocking. Something's out of alignment. Yeah, I think you're blocking. I think you're coming into alignment. I think you have to find passion in what you're doing. Embrace the communication. Embrace the communication. You're the dark horse candidate. Manifest. Yeah, manifest what you're doing. Go back to how you were doing things before. Move on to bigger and better. It's okay. But this heartbreak, I think, from before is what's making you, reminding you of how it felt. Then you're getting in your own head. Um, it's all this. What this reminds me of, Aquarius, is like the star player who gets in their head right before the big game. That person who's going to get in their head right before the big game. You're doing that. You're doing that. And I think what's happened here is you started to do that when you shouldn't have done it. When you've done it too early. Something's happened with either like a love interest or money. Because like I said, I wasn't sure if this was money down here for you or if this was a love interest. Because you're an innovative thinker, you're intellectual, you're humanitarian, but you have this no problem becoming eccentric or detached or having a friendship oriented relationship. Um, but what happened is something you almost like you jumped the gun too soon, and I think something happened, and now you're burdened with something. I think that's our worry. Look at you're carrying something at the center, and you have to just let something go. Just let it ride out. Don't worry. The universe will care. The universe will clean up and deal with it. This will happen. I'll show you here in just a second. Look, these are very clear messages. These are life lessons. Are these for you or for somebody else? I think you're creating a beautiful partnership is what's happening, and you don't even notice it. See, I think that's what's happening is this brand new start is creating a brand new person. You aren't even recognizing it because you're so worried about yourself. You're so worried about ending something instead of worrying about how much beautiful energy you're putting into someone else. And these are called the twins. And not twin flames, the twins. Like these are like the beautiful sisters. Like these two, they don't even ride together technically. But like that's a two and a five. But what it is you have one that deals with secrets, one that deals with traditions, one deals with mystery, the other deals with convention, the other deals with intuition, the other deals with conformity. If you guys understand what I'm saying, it's about balance. These two balance each other out. You have to go back to balancing. Not worrying about being the one, the best of everything. That's not what it is, Aquarius. It's about basically just being yourself. Enjoy being yourself. Find balance. Yep, see? Look at find your center, find balance. And I think that's what it is. End that whole mentality of being the best or being the captain of industry that you're trying to do. And all those things you're fueling because what it is you have this really unpredictable nature, right? You enjoy in spontaneity. You resist being, confined by routines. It's okay. So be open-minded, get detached. Be prioritize your rational thinking over emotional responses. That's fine. And you're drawn to the cutting edge technology, so do it. Use AI or whatever it is that you like. You value your friendships and you have a broad social circle. I think what it is I think you just draw in the deepest friends. It's then do that. Become vulnerable to those friendships. Learn those life lessons. Become connected. Raise your vibration, Aquarius. That's all you're doing. It's happening because you are connected to the divine and you're going to be growing. I think there's a sneakiness that happens from other people, but that's not your worry. That's on them. That's their tower moment. They can't, you're like protected on another level, on another plane. I think that's what's being shown here. And what I have is you have the solidity and this greatness that happens. You just have to become aware of the balance that you're coming into, Aquarius. It's if it's about money, it's about offer, it's about um, grandiose behavior, but you have to be aware of what you're going to give up, is all, if that makes sense. So, Aquarius, I want you to be very, very aware of what you have and what you can make from nothing. One past mistake in your mind disrupted so much, right? Don't let that disrupt everything in the future. Your universe is yours to control. What do you want it to do? That's what you set in motion. What you do is you have this little limiting thought sometimes, right? Then let that limiting belief set into motion a positive outset or a positive outcome. That's what you have to do. You're humanitarian. You are. You're independent and you're innovative. So let that little questionable thought become a positive thing. That's all. All right. I would love to see what you guys think. Put it into comments. Subscribe. Catch me. Hit the notification bell because you guys can catch me on live. Then we can actually talk. I can read cards for you. All right, guys. I will talk to you very soon. I appreciate you. And I will see you at least on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.